It's the Blake and Jessa podcast, episode number 19. Or Jess and Blake podcast, whatever you want to call it. We're one away from 20, baby. Let's go. We can do this. Yes, it is Friday, May 29th, 2020. And you know that is awesome that it's Friday because Memorial Day was Monday. I usually work Monday through Thursday. And Thursday is usually my last days till the weekend. And today was my last day till the weekend. And let me tell you, it was long. It was long, buddy. I wish the weekends would last as long as today did.
Thank God it's Friday, though.
Yes.
Do you remember when TGIF used to come on every Friday? It had Boy Meets World and Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I remember watching a lot of Boy Meets World, though. I love that show.
I can't remember
it's on
what
Disney
else.
Plus. We should watch that tonight. Let's binge watch Disney Plus. Let's binge watch.
Well, you had been. I thought you.
Boy Meets World. No, I started like on the. I like the first seasons when they're real young and stuff, but I'm kind of fast forward to when they're in high school. Where like when I watched it, I was in high school and I related to it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome.
I was actually thinking today that I wanted to watch Saved by the Bell, and I went on Netflix to look to see if it was on there because I knew it used to be, but it ain't. But
it used to be on the.
Yeah, a long time ago.
I like Saved by the Bell. That used to be on every morning from school. It was awesome though.
Exactly.
Good shows in the 90s. They try to remake some of them. And
great shows in the 80s too. But that's why they try to remake them and remake movies is because, you know, you have such a good movie. You're like,
yeah.
Oh, let's just remake it because.
And this episode is also on YouTube, by the way. And if you haven't already, check out our vlog we came out with. I think it was Sunday of our little Memorial Day weekend at the lake. It was fun, good times, flew by like always. But you know, we're blessed that the good Lord above woke us up and let us live another day on this beautiful planet.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It was awesome. But yes, this episode is gonna get real. It's gonna get to a place where I usually don't like to take the episode or the show or the YouTube channel because we always want to spread positivity and happiness and joy and entertainment for others, but we never get too political or talk about many things we can't control, you know. But this first topic, man, I believe it has to be talked about because there's no way around it. And once again, these are our opinions, and if you don't agree with us, I really hate that.
Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one.
Yes.
And just because mine might not look like his doesn't mean that.
That's disgusting.
Well, I mean, it's a good analogy.
No, I know what you're talking about, though. Yeah, our coach used to do it all the time. Coach Copley. Every time we'd have this, why didn't you get that block? Or why didn't you make that throw? Who the ball's with? God, excuses are like buttholes. Everybody's got one.
Well, that's what they say about opinions, you know, everybody's got one, and just because people don't agree with somebody else's opinion doesn't mean that they should shun them or hate them or anything like that.
Absolutely. But yeah, just like, once again, these are our opinions, and if you don't agree with us, I really hate that, man. But I hope you stick with us, but I feel like I can't go on without speaking my mind about it, because I feel like it would just be selfish of me if I did, or we did, and this is the only time we'll be talking about it. But you know, as some of you guys might know, if you've seen like on Monday, like the video came out, or Tuesday morning, like George Floyd is a name that, you know, we can't say enough. You know, it's just I'm sure many of you guys have heard an absolutely terrible and sad story about George Floyd and how he lost his life to a police officer in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I really don't like to use the word hate, but I hate everything about this whole situation. I mean, the video is so disgusting, man. It makes me sick to my stomach. I mean, I only watched it twice, and that's it. I mean, it really breaks my heart. Seeing this grown man begging the cop to get off his neck. The cop had his knee like in George Floyd's neck, and just begging him to get off his neck, and even at one point calling for his mother. He was like saying, "Mama, Mama," and I'm not gonna lie, it made me tear up the first time I seen it. Like I've seen these terrible police brutality stories, but this one really got to me, man, and I'm sure it did millions of others too, but I believe there is nothing in this world that will make me believe that this is ever okay. I mean, seriously, I just wrote a little stuff here. I just had to get off my chest. I have a couple buddies who are cops. I mean, I love them to death. I know for a fact that a cop that has his knee and body weight on someone's neck for 9 minutes isn't how they are trained or told to respond to a criminal or suspect. I mean, the things I watched, there's two videos I watched. Like it was like the one obviously the cops on his neck, and then before that when his arrest when he first got in handcuffs. He wasn't violent at all, dude. It's just.
That's what I don't understand
sad,
is how did he get in that position in the first place? Because everything that I've seen, it shows him cooperating.
Absolutely.
And
dude.
if it was over a bad check or what was it?
I heard something like it was forging checks, but we don't even know if that's true.
You know, I've been to places where I've wrote checks and have been like, hey, you might want to wait till next week before you cash that thing. I mean, everybody's been in a tight spot like that. I don't understand why you would call the cops over that, or, I mean,
I know, man.
It didn't seem like a situation to where it was getting out of control and it needed to have the cops
there.
See, from what I've seen.
I watched the beginning when he was getting handcuffs, and I watched when he was down on the ground, and I never saw like him slamming them down, but still, like he was. It's just.
Maybe he might have tripped or something, but still, why would 3 policemen be on somebody on top of them with their knees, putting all their body weight on them, and one actually put it on the back of his neck? I mean, anybody that's ever like fought with somebody or wrestled or whatever,
that's
like
scary. That's
me and Blake,
scary spot to be.
If Blake gets a hold of me and I can't move, the first thing I do is you instantly start to freak out.
Yeah.
And you're like, I can't get away. What am I gonna do?
You go in survival mode
like
and just do everything.
Fight or flight, yeah.
But I mean, he was in handcuffs, dude. He could. I mean, this dude. I mean, it was terrible. Hands behind his back, facing the concrete.
Yeah. And so when you're in that
situation,
the first thing that happens besides the panic is you instantly can feel yourself not being able to breathe, because that's really the reason why the panic's starting to set in, is because you're trapped. You can't. I just can't. Ugh. It kills me to think about how he had to go through that. Just when he grabs a hold of me and holds me down for like a minute, I'm freaking out. I'm like,
from what I saw, dude, from what I saw in those 2 videos, there's nothing I would think that give that cop a reason to do that.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not going to say the cop's name because, I mean, it doesn't deserve to be said. I'm sure you can look it up if you really want. But George Floyd was very complying to both cops that stopped him. Wasn't causing any trouble. I mean, and I think I heard he was, like I said earlier, he was like forging checks, and we don't know if that's true, but that's besides the point. Not even a violent crime if he was, but what was that cop waiting on for 9 minutes? I mean, usually you see the cops put people in handcuffs and ask them a few questions, and then in the car they go,
Or pick him up and stand him up, or put him in the car. I've never seen anybody,
absolutely,
leave somebody laying there like that. And then in one of the videos, you can hear him saying, get up or cooperate or whatever, and he's like, I can't get up,
Once you get in the car, he said, I will, sir, I will, sir.
I mean, how can he get in the car if you're physically on top of him? He has his hands, cupped behind his back. He's laying flat on his face. How could anybody get up from that? Especially having 3 cops, on your back.
Yeah, on videos I saw, it was just the one cop standing there, like right in front of the guy with the cop with the knee in the neck was behind him, and that dude was just standing there looking around, the dude in the front. It's like, and this guy's sitting here begging for his life, dude, and it's just, they go from the sidewalk to the car, the ground for over 9 minutes. I'm pretty sure they're getting investigated by the FBI, thank goodness.
Yes, and I did hear today that the
Trump said on Twitter it's going to be a deep investigation, so.
The mayor in that town in Minnesota is
Minneapolis.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's right, Minneapolis, Minnesota. I was just saying the city. You said the state. Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Well,
Teamwork. Teamwork, boys.
Definitely. He was saying today that he definitely wants that policeman, in jail, in custody. He took somebody's life. There was no reason, no sense for that. I mean, George Floyd died for no reason, no good reason whatsoever.
No reason. There's nothing that can explain what that cop did. That is not okay, and no matter what you say, I mean, you can disagree, man. I hate that, but I mean,
and
how can you think that's okay?
He
wasn't doing nothing.
Oh my gosh, the fact that
it's pure evil, dude. It's evil.
Color should never have a say in anything like that. We are all humans, So that's a life lost. That's a human life lost, not a, this or that or whatever. It's a human life lost that did not deserve to be lost.
I mean, like I said right here, I said, how evil can one person be by hearing a man plead for his life and you do nothing and act like he was violent? I mean, that is evil. You never hear a story like this with a white man getting choked to death by a cop. It's true racism too. Like, I have no idea how we can fix it. I mean, we have to do better.
We have to educate
We
people.
have to have a better system of who we let be cops. Like, I mean, you have to, like, it's a problem that has been going on for decades before we're born, and now today. I mean, I hate this so much. We have to pray and pray and pray that it gets better. Because I have many.
The devil's got a hold of us.
Absolutely.
This country.
I have many African American friends that are like my brothers and sisters. I mean, seeing crap like this hurts me to the core, dude. Like, the two things I hate more than anything is the devil and racism. And I'll never stand for it ever. Like, I mean, I'll end friendships over it. Like, that's not right ever. And I mean, they literally killed the guy, George Floyd, in broad daylight in front of many witnesses, and the other cop was just standing there looking like, oh well, he's pleading for his life. I mean, oh well. I mean, some people are saying it was staged, which is garbage. I don't think it's staged. I mean, I think.
Which I guess also in that guy's
that cop looked like he wanted, that cop with his knee on his neck looked like he wanted to be on camera because he was looking at the camera. He was seeing Jamie Foxx and Steven Jackson, a former NBA player, was friends with George Floyd. You know, he's a Pacers player, and he's an awesome NBA player. He was on there. George Floyd was a really good friend, and it's crazy, dude. And Jamie Foxx was just talking about, he said to his friends who aren't black, just put yourselves in our shoes and think. It's really bad. Like, George Floyd was killed by someone who was supposed to protect you. We call the cops for protection. It's awful. It's so awful. I mean, my heart breaks for George Floyd and his family. Just pray to God that it gets better. I don't know how it will. I just pray that it does, but that's all I'm going to comment on it. I mean, I love you guys. I hope you all continue to watch this stuff. But color has never meant anything to me. Never will. If what we said has offended you or you don't agree with it, that sucks. Message us. We'll talk about it. But that's our opinion. Nothing is changing my mind on this situation. It's disgusting, though.
Yeah, to any of our friends or family or anybody, if we offended you, we are sorry. But like we said, opinions are like buttholes. We all have one.
Seriously.
You know, we don't have to agree on everything. We can agree to disagree. I mean, there's no sense in, people quit talking to somebody or not like somebody because of their thoughts. I mean, that's what makes us all different and great anyways, is because of the fact that we're different and have our own opinions about things.
For sure. Well, there's our opinion on that, and that's that. Pray to God it gets better. But
absolutely. That's all we can do is pray.
We gotta move on.
Jesus.
It sucks. But now that we're finally past this awful subject, let's get into some more happy topics like, let's see how long this day was. Like, I put longer than US 23. Hilarious. But I'm so glad if you're watching or listening. We made it to Friday. It don't feel good. What'd I say? We made it to Friday, and don't it feel good? There we go. That's what I said.
Why don't you and me just talk?
Get to sleep in tomorrow.
You trying to
I know, it's just a little outline, I learned from my English teachers. But, yeah.
Yeah, but you're looking at it the whole time instead at your viewers,
I'm sorry, viewers.
That's what you're supposed to be doing, is looking at them, entertaining them.
But we get to sleep in tomorrow, dude.
I'm excited about that. Normally,
awesome.
Anytime that you can sleep in, you physically can't sleep in. It's like you're like,
man. When you gotta go to work, you sleep great, but then when
you don't want to
get
out of bed.
You get to sleep in, you're like toss and turn on it. Like,
absolutely.
What are the odds, man? What are the odds?
It sucks, but that's how it goes.
But yeah, I said I love sleeping in so much. I would. What if you had a job testing mattresses?
Hey,
somebody
awesome. Wants to give us that job.
Hey, I'm all for it, dude.
Me too.
Traveling the country, going to big warehouses, trying out mattresses, like, oh yeah.
And pillows. We'll try out your pillows too.
Pillows.
I got neck problems.
And couches.
Hook me up.
Couches, big nice love seats and stuff like that.
Not one that's sunk in like this bad boy we got.
Hey, any one of y'all want to come sit on this couch? Let me know because it's comfy.
It's broke in very well, is what he means.
Yeah.
Too well.
Get out, Tigger. Oh, yeah. But, let's see. Oh, yeah, I saw a little something on Twitter. Can you name your top 5 Pixar movies?
What?
Your top 5 Pixar movies?
Well, tell me which one's Pixar and which one is...
Well,
what's the difference between Pixar and Disney? Like
Pixar is it's got like... Well, I'll name my top 5.
But doesn't Disney own Pixar?
I guess, but I don't know. This is what it said on Twitter. My number 1 is Toy Story, for sure. My number 2 is A Bug's Life.
I never watched that one.
You never watched A Bug's Life?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's fire. Tell her about it. And where are we at here?
3, Finding Nemo. 4, Monsters, Inc. I do love Monsters, Inc. and Monsters University. And 5, Wall-E. Wall-E.
That's it, man. Number 3, Finding Nemo. Number 4, Monsters, Inc. Number 5, Wall-E.
I just said all that.
I know. But I've seen Wall-E a few times. It's good. But I was going to put Shrek and that movie Ants. You ever seen Ants back in the day? It's a good one.
I'm trying to think.
But they're all DreamWorks. Shrek is DreamWorks, which I just found out before we started this.
Nah, see, that's why we gotta start doing some research. I'm gonna start learning some
absolutely.
stuff. Knowledge
Our
is
Wi-Fi's
power.
out. That's cool.
Awesome. Blake's gonna have a fit later.
Heck yeah, dude. Sunlink, man. But I ain't gonna say nothing about Sunlink because don't get me started. Sunlink, yeah. How about you?
We could do all kinds of
out
things with the Wi-Fi out. You could help me clean. We could
Here
play
we go,
games.
bulls. See Sunlink? See what you're doing to me?
We could.
Internet goes out. I gotta do chores, bud.
Yeah, we could do all kinds of things.
I like it.
I know, cause you're kind of on the.
Oh yeah, we also watched.
Side, which I am too.
Yeah, cool. We also watched my favorite trilogy ever. Is that how you say it? Trilogy?
Trilogy.
Trilogy. What's trilogy? I've never said that. Trilogy. Yeah, that's right. Back to the Future, man.
Michael J. Fox is phenomenal. He's such a great guy.
I wish I had Doc Brown's hair, but yeah, you know,
I'm working on it.
If you haven't seen, if you're a millennial and you're very young and you're below the age of like 25, and you haven't seen or any of y'all, it don't matter your age, you gotta see Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3. It's unreal.
The ZZ Top in the third one kills it.
You gotta look up the old 1985 DeLorean. Like it's only made by only 500 of them or 1,000 of them.
Well, see, you should have looked that up because we did talk about that because I remembered something about the reason that they quit making them was because he went bankrupt, but there was some type of...
Oh yeah, dude.
I was thinking
the
some
dude
type
who
of
made
scandal or something.
The dude who made DeLorean,
but we gotta look it up.
He got caught with a bunch of cocaine to try to fund his car business. That's crazy, but yeah, we spread peace and happiness here. Don't do a lot of stuff, kids. But yeah, I'd love to have time travel, man. But I want the time travel where you can go back and watch past events and stuff, not where I could like change the past because I don't think I can handle that responsibility.
Yeah, that would suck.
That'd be
that
tough,
would be
dude.
very hard to not want to go
I'm not
back
as
and
mature
change
as,
things for yourself, for your own personal gain, and then you end up ruining everything for everybody else.
I'm not as mature as an 18-year-old Marty McFly.
No, you ain't, sweet.
You're like Biff, though, so it's cool.
Whatever, you're Biff.
No, I'm not. You're the bully.
I'm
just kidding.
You are.
Yeah, but like...
Make like a tree.
Going to the future would be cool,
and
but...
get out of here.
Yeah, it's Lee. You sound like a dang fool when you say it wrong. You say it wrong. But yeah, going to the future would be cool, but you know, what they say, knowing too much about your future could be scary, and one little false move after you know your future, you could probably change it and it'd be terrible.
Well, that's the great thing about your future is you can change it. You can change your future. You can make it whatever you want to.
I'd go back to, what's 2 things that you would, if you could time travel and just go back and like look at stuff or see events and stuff, what would you do?
Can I just go back and live?
Well, I mean, no, but you can like, say if you can time travel, you can go back, but you can, but you won't be like Jessa Childress. You'll be like a body or somebody, but you can go like to Woodstock and
that'd be awesome.
You can go like concerts and stuff. And, like
I'd love
that'd be a very expensive
Well, maybe if I'm time traveling, I can just jump to the shows or whatever. I don't have to buy tickets and wait for it.
Well, I guess you're right, yeah. But
heck yeah, that'd be awesome. I've seen a lot of people in
I said I'd go back to watch
but
UK
I would love
win
to
the
watch
championship.
a lot more. Oh yeah.
I'd probably go back and watch UK win the championship. I'd try to get front row tickets or try to be there.
But you already seen that. Don't you want to see something you haven't?
Well, yeah, true. I could go to the Eiffel Tower. Or I could watch myself play sports. That'd be kind of cool, sit in the stands.
Mm-hmm.
Eating popcorn, nobody knows who I am. That'd be a crazy...
That's a deep question. I'd have to ponder on that.
We need to invent that. If we invented...
We need a scientist.
A time travel you can get. We need Doc Brown, dude.
Yes.
I need a flux capacitor and a 1985 DeLorean.
Yes. And I will take...
With a hover conversion,
so
we can fly. Dude, if we had a hover conversion DeLorean, we could get to Lexington in like 30 minutes, or we can get to like the lake in like 45 minutes.
What?
If we had a flying car.
Oh, yeah.
I remember like in Back to the Future, like 2015 is when they went to the future from 1985, and like there's flying cars, hoverboards.
Yeah, but in the movie you see how they just kind of jump to where it is. It's not like they're actually in the air flying around. They just kind of jump to that point in time.
Yeah, once they get to 88
miles per hour.
But yeah, it's crazy because like 2015, you know, was 5 years ago now. And like, there's no flying cars. There's hoverboards, but the hoverboards don't hover. There's two wheels on them, like the one I got in the kitchen. You know,
that we have now. It's like in the movie, no.
They call those hoverboards. I'd love to have a hoverboard. It's like hovers like this. Like here's the ground. It's like, and it's awesome. Marty McFly. He flies it in 1985, 1955, 2000 or 1885. It's crazy.
Mhm.
You gotta check out the trilogies.
Trilogies.
I did it again, man. What is wrong with me?
It's okay.
My mom would be so mad I said that wrong.
That's okay.
Oh yeah,
I say a lot of things wrong. I can't read.
Another cool movie we watched last night on Netflix. You gotta watch. It's called Deep Impact. It came out in '98, I think. It's about a massive comet that's going to hit Earth. They said the comet was as big as New York City, but they broke and they sent astronauts into space to try to plant nukes on it and destroy it, but they broke it into two pieces that are still on the way to Earth. You gotta check it out though. It's wild.
Also, we did watch that Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah, we were trying to tell you about that.
I love Adam Sandler, but that was not movie for me. But I get the purpose of it.
I watched it. Yeah, we watched it, and like I said Monday, before we watched it, I heard a bunch of people. I heard a bunch of people say like, "Oh, dude, Uncut Gems is awesome. Adam Sandler should get so much more recognition for it. Blah blah blah. It's good.
It was deep, and it wasn't.
But
funny
like it wasn't really funny. There's some like
drama.
Adam Sandler funny parts, but not like ha 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 all the way through like Billy Madison or Waterboy or something like that.
Well, to me, it seemed like he wasn't himself at all. It was like watching a completely different person.
Yeah, I've never seen. Yeah, you've never seen Adam Sandler do a part like that.
An award for that because he hasn't done anything like that. And I was like,
and the acting was great. I thought.
Absolutely,
the acting,
he killed it.
Of course, was unbelievable.
But
yeah,
that's
he
probably
killed
what
it.
it is.
But the story,
we know
dude,
how he normally acts, so we were probably expecting something.
Mm-hmm. He was a jeweler in New York that had a downtown. It was in New York, right?
Yeah.
He was a jeweler in New York, or Boston one. I can't remember, but
New York.
Kevin Garnett always came there, and he played in Boston, so it might have been New York, but I don't know.
I thought it was New York.
But anyway,
I don't know.
He's a jeweler, and he has debts, and there's people after him wanting their money and stuff.
I love it.
Crazy twist, man, and the ending. Whew, was not expecting what happened at the ending. So it's all right. It's a good movie, but it's not what I thought people said on Twitter and
I love you, Adam Sandler.
Love Adam Sandler though.
Absolutely.
I love about all your movies, but yeah.
And that's really probably what it was we love all of his movies and we know all of his movies and normally all of his movies are really funny. So, with that aspect in our brains, thinking, oh, it's an Adam Sandler movie, it's probably going to be funny, and it actually be a more serious, dramatic movie,
For sure.
I think that's what kind of threw us off, too. Or me, at least.
Well, it was good, though. I mean, for Adam Sandler, it was a great part. But back to that movie I was talking about. Deep Impact.
You didn't talk about it.
You didn't let me talk about the Deep Impact, the part I was going to talk about. It was like, it was wild watching how the world was crazy in that movie. Like seeing how they made people react to the end of the world was nuts. Like how like the highways were so jammed. Like thinking about like this pandemic we're in right now. Like how crazy it would be. Like they said like we gotta move to the west. Everybody's gotta move west because something's coming to the right.
And certain people were only able to do what?
Yeah, there's like in that they had that big comet coming towards Earth, and they made these big, huge, ginormous caves that were in Missouri, and only 1 million people could get in, and 800,000, really 800,000 people got selected, and 200,000 like doctors and scientists too to watch over those 800,000. But yeah, it was like a random like similar number thing that picked them, and like it's sad, man. Some of them didn't get picked. I mean, they shouldn't do that. Like, well, I mean, I know it was a movie, but like in real life, like even the president going on national TV and saying we're having big caves before the comet hits. You will stay there for 2 years. Only 800,000 people will get selected, and there's millions and millions and millions of people in the United States. So a lot of you aren't going to make it, but the ones that will, good luck.
Well, I mean, technically, you can't do anything about it.
I know, dude, but there's a lot of land here where there's a lot of ground here where
and
we
also,
can do
if
where
that's
everybody
God's
in the country
will
could go.
For a big asteroid to hit Earth and destroy it, then by
Just
golly,
think
there
about
ain't
it.
nothing you're gonna be able to do.
Everybody that's already
really.
everybody that's already on the Earth where they're at, just put them underground right there.
But you're missing my point.
I know what you're saying, though. I know what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't save everybody, and that sucks, but.
You missed what I said.
What'd you say, dude?
I said if it's God's will, if that's
Oh,
what He
yeah,
wants,
yeah.
an asteroid
sure.
to hit and
For
destroy
sure.
Earth, that's
For
what's
sure.
gonna happen.
Yeah,
There ain't nothing you can
for
do about it.
I know, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, you sit there and say, you know what I'm
I
saying,
know,
and then
I
you don't know what I'm saying, so.
I know, dude.
You know?
But, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good movie, though. You gotta check it out. What else we're gonna watch on Netflix? What do you want to talk about?
I want to watch scary movies. I told Blake I want to start filming scary movies.
Scary movies. Here we go.
And reenacting movies. That's filming us. People might watch it, might not, but.
Would you all be interested if we redid scenes like Billy Madison or
I know
Tommy
every
Boy
word, every word to the Sandlot, every word to Twister. By golly, I got a few that I know most all the words to, so I'm set.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think you know everything, don't you?
No, I don't. I'm very ignorant. I don't know a lot of
Oh
things,
God,
honestly.
don't say that. You're not.
Well,
ignorant
no,
at all.
I mean as the definition
You're
to
smart.
not know. There's a lot of things I don't know. We're
Oh,
learning
you're
how
just
to
saying the
cook right
definition
now.
of ignorant is just not knowing?
To not know.
Oh.
I mean, it sounds like a more harsh word to say the word,
Well.
but if you look at the definition, it really is
Yeah.
to not know.
Well, when my dad used it, it wasn't really not know. Well, I guess it was not know, but like, hey boy, you ignorant?
Well,
Sorry, Dad.
people say it as more of an insult, I guess, is, the thing. But really, I say it about myself because it's the truth. To not know.
I know.
We're
I'm so
learning
glad
how
I'm
to do
learning how to
adult
cook.
stuff. I'm so glad you're learning how to cook,
Absolutely,
too.
dude.
Thank you, Lord.
Man, you can see, God, these, I don't know, riots or what, but those protests in Minnesota are crazy, man.
That was another thing that I seen on
Fourth
Facebook
night of
today.
protests over death of George Floyd is underway right now. It's like showing like a live thing.
His
on Twitter.
girlfriend said on Facebook that that would be something that would devastate him to know that these riots are happening
because of him. He's such
it
a
would
good
devastate
dude.
him.
Yeah.
And it was, he just seemed like a very nice man. I mean,
Steven
what I've
Jackson
seen,
was talking about him.
you
Man.
know.
He's just a good dude. Just didn't deserve it. Blows my mind, dude. It's hard to believe.
I mean, an innocent person.
All this coronavirus, COVID-19 stuff, it's hurting us bad, and everybody's struggling, worried, sick to death about it.
Starting to go
and
crazy,
then this one crazy, stupid, cocky cop or something, whatever you want to call him, does this right here, and it's like, well, it just keeps going down. Like 2020 has not been the year, dude. Lost Kobe, and this, and then lost a dude in American Wedding, and George Floyd gets killed. Oh, gosh.
By no means,
I told myself I was
saying
done talking
all
about it, so I'm
this
done talking about
stuff is not us in any way, shape, or form saying that we do not support the police or anything like that.
Absolutely,
We're
I love the police.
very happy, and we definitely support the police. But this was one man's bad decision, we're not in any way, shape, or form blaming the police or any departments or anything like that. This was one man's doing.
Absolutely.
So, and I think the devil had a hold of him because it makes no sense.
Stephen Jackson said he had a smirk on his face. Like, it's just so disgusting. But alright, that's it. We're talking about it. We're done talking about it. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We like to spread peace, love, positivity, happiness, and entertain you guys.
Hello.
So hopefully you started with us on a Monday, and hopefully you're into with us today on a Friday. YouTube, hit that. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the little ding the little bell down here to get notifications when we post a video. We got Saturday off. We're gonna do some stuff tomorrow. Don't know what it is yet, but we will have a vlog this weekend. Promise. Blakey1212. Shout out Dustin for the music as always. Debo Beats on YouTube. Debo_606 on Instagram. Follow him. Subscribe to him. Get all his music. It's awesome. He's a good dude. Shout out Heath and JR on the Hell Podcast.
HAIL.
That's it. Hell Podcast. They got a Facebook page. Check them out. Love those boys. All about pop football. Hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you so much. This has been the Blake and Jessa Podcast, episode number 19. Hope you stick with us. Hope you love us because we love you. Thanks for the support. Comment below. Let us know what you want to do. Message us. Love, peace, and chicken grease.